Okay, there we go. I think we're good to go now. It is so hard sometimes getting older, becoming a senior citizen. A lot of senior citizens feel like their life is over. What should they do? The body changes, the mind changes. In general, there are a lot of people that the mind and the body does not change a lot significantly, but there are a whole lot they do. Picking up a shotgun, using a rifle, using all the things that we used a little bit earlier in life, the way we handle things change. Now, I can still hold my shotgun just like I've held my shotgun all my life. I can still hold my rifle just like I held my rifle all my life. I can still hold most things like I held them all my life. But I do notice a difference. I notice a difference like when I had my shoulder surgery. When you're holding it and you put it in that pocket and that kickback, as I've gotten older, it's just not the same. That is not my preferred method of doing things, even with just playing in practice. So these are some products. As we get older, and as you see your friends and your parents get older, they may not need to have some things. Of course, not everybody. There are a lot of us that are in fantastic shape. A lot of us that are in like the 1% of our age group for fitness and health and mentality and all that good stuff. But we do need to come to some realizations that things have changed. We may have grandchildren. I'm just bringing up a whole lot of things that may be going on. We may have grandchildren, and the grandchildren, we know that we've had these things, but our grandchildren, our mind, the reality is, as sharp as some of us are, that our mind does change a little bit, and children are so inquisitive and they're so curious, and we have to be careful. So what do we use? What is senior citizens? Now we're talking about in general here. We're not talking about the 1%ers on either spectrum. Actually, it's more than 1%, but we're not talking about on either spectrum, either platform. The ones way over here that can do everything just like they did when they're 20 years old, or the ones way over here that have just lost it all. There was a woman who she was so excited about getting her gun. I wasn't as excited about her getting it because I know how she handles things. And the first thing she did when I went over, she wanted me so bad to see it. When I went over to help to teach her and show her how to clean it, how to do certain things, she comes out. Okay, this goes to my Vitamix, but I'm going to act like this is a gun. She comes out and she's like, look what I got, look. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like hitting the floor and knocking myself, almost breaking my bones, falling into stuff, trying to get out of the way. And it was loaded. So as we get older, as people get older, some of us don't need to have those type of things. So when we ask the questions, like some of the questions in the thumbnail, what should I get? Do I get a shotgun? Do I get a rifle? Do I get a handgun? Do I get, an automatic, a semi-automatic, a knife, a baton, a taser, a stun gun? There's so many personal protection options out here. So for senior citizens, one of the things that we're starting with, these are just things I think about and things also that I want to do a little bit of education on for the senior citizens that are wondering what may be good. Not everything is for everybody at every time. You have to think of what is good for you, what fits you, and what's best for you. Like I mentioned, shotgun. There's shotguns, the air shotguns in here that are good for practice. So if you're older and you think that maybe you want a shotgun, all the kids are gone, everything is different, and you want a shotgun for personal protection. One of the things you may want to consider doing is going out, and let's see, I'm going to go all the way down here in the stream. Where is it? Okay, here's one right here. Okay, I just highlighted the Seneca double shot .50 caliber double barrel air shotgun rifle. This can kind of give you a little feel about what a shotgun may possibly feel like for you. If you're older and you're considering doing that's what you feel like you want. This double barrel PCP air rifle, air shotgun, it shoots .50 caliber slugs, not BBs, it shoots slugs, up to 1130 FPS. So it has two smooth bore barrels, a removable threads on the chokes, and an air distributor. It has, with this particular shotgun, a 244cc air cylinder, 3000 psi feel, a male quick disconnect Foster fitting, and an on-board pressure gauge. It has front bead sights, no rear sights on this one, and an optional 11mm dovetail scope rail to add optics if you want to do that. It talks about the bore diameter, the choke measurement. This is something that it simulates, it's a replica of the real thing. So it gives you an idea of what you can do with it and what you can't do with it. If you're that person that you've never handled it before and you're in that mid-age, some people say midlife crisis, I say midlife wonderment, you're just trying to do something new, do different, but you want to stay personally protected, then you can get something like this. You can go practice it, go to the range, practice it, go to the places that they have specifically, because there are a lot of places that are specific for air pistols, air guns, air rifles, air shotguns, and you can get out there and you can practice it and use it and see if it's for you. Then you'll know if it is even remotely feasible to get the real thing. So this is one option to practice so that you know ahead of time if you should even get the real thing. That's one option. Then we have a couple other things in here. The same thing for, let's go right. Not right there. Let's try this one. I think this is the one I want to look at. Is this it? Okay, this is another one. It gives you that. This is very similar, not a lot, but no, I wouldn't even say very similar. There's a kind of I have one that's custom made that fits me just perfect, because I knew at the time that I got it years ago that the regular one just wasn't for me. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't safe for me. And I definitely would not be able to handle it like I should be able to handle it in a critical situation. So I had it custom made. Some things changed and things that's something to consider if you're at that age and you're wanting to try something like that. Then get something that's custom made. So this one is the spring powered, the Voodoo Game Face, the Crossman Game Face, spring powered single shot pump action airsoft shotgun with the sling mounts and the sling black. You can get this. It holds 250 airsoft BBs, shoots up to 390 FPS, hooded front sight and rear peep sight. So it has both of the sights. Also, remember the difference. Now this is a shotgun. The other one that we just saw, shotgun, but there's a big difference in the two of them. One being the rear sight that can make a difference if you're trying to practice and getting prepared for the real thing, because there are hundreds of them out there that make a difference. This, again, is not for your personal protection. This is to learn, to practice, to see if you want to take that next level and get this type of real thing and not the replica to practice with it. Again, it's a single shot, and this one holds BBs, the other one holds slugs. And there's a tremendous difference in BBs and slugs. Just like shooting with an air pistol, using the BBs and then shooting real rounds, it's a big difference in the kickback and the drawback and the pressure and just the whole feel and everything that's involved with it. But for the most part, these are real replicas. So it can help you to know, should you take that next level, especially as a senior citizen. And for those of you who are listening to this live stream, if you're on live or on the replay, pay attention to your parents. If they're talking about like one of my parents did, and they want to get a gun, the world's getting bad out here, and we need to be protected, and we need to, get guns. If that's the case, then I'm definitely not saying don't get a gun. I will never ever say that. I am saying that watch your elderly, watch your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles that are getting older, and make sure that they're being safe and doing the right thing. And again, this is something that can prepare them to know and help you to know, can they really handle that? Go to the range with them, because senior citizens can be really feisty, and they want what they want, and they want it now, and they want it, and they're not going to quit till they get it. So you go with them, and that way you can watch and see, can they hold that thing? Can they put that thing right there in the pocket where it needs to go? And, are they falling back just on the replicas that are using BBs? If you know that, they're not going to be handled a slug on a real shotgun. So this is something to keep in mind. So this is something to know. Again, I have to emphasize this. These are not the real thing. These are not for self-defense. They are for play and for protection, for practice and for learning to see if you can handle the real thing, because being safe is of the utmost importance, and seniors are getting targeted a dime a dozen every single minute of every single day. Now the next one, there was one particular, I'm trying to find this one, maybe it's the double, is it the double eagle? Let me see here. Okay, this is another shotgun, the Double Eagle M56, a multi-shot shotgun, the airsoft gun as well. This is from brand. The brand is Double Eagle. Okay, it's got this one has 3 BB shots each time. Spring airsoft pump shotgun. Again, getting the feel of that. You have to keep in mind, if you are considering getting the real thing, you may want to consider the first one we looked at, which actually used slugs. It's an air gun, but it still uses slugs, so it gets closer. Not the real feel, because when you have that shotgun that has the slugs and you have it in that pocket and you have that kickback, those slugs are, they can be rough, especially if you're a little senior citizen. So keeping these in mind, again, practicing with this, get out there, see if you can even handle something like this. The length, we see it on the movies all the time. On the movies, they make it look really easy. And training, people that are experienced with these things, makes it look really easy. But in real life, when you've got to hold it, if you've got to come out of your hallway and you've got to go all the way down your hallway, or even more, down a corridor and down some stairs, and you're holding that, you got to know you're holding a nice big piece of metal. So practicing with this, because it basically is a replica. So some of them have cement in them or have things in them, so that it makes it feel like the real thing, and you can get accustomed to that and knowing. This may even take away your feeling of doing that, because your confidence will grow and you'll just change as a person with using this, practicing with this, getting out, getting suggestions, tips, helps, thoughts from other people carrying something like this. Now there's one, let me see, I want to see if I have, let's see, maybe this is it. Let's go to this one. Here it is. Here's what I'm looking for. The DPMS Full Auto SBR CO2 powered BB air rifle with dual action capability. It's the best seller in air rifles. Out of 7,372 ratings, it has a nice 4.6 out of 5 stars. And it is, as you can see, the color is black. Most all of these are black for the most part. Rounds, holds 25, caliber 4.5. It is 30 by 9 by 4 inches and only 6.21 pounds. It is durable synthetic design, and it holds up to and shoots up to 14,000 rounds per minute. Full size, as I was mentioning earlier about the full size, these are replicas. Full size, real feel, dual action. It's fueled by two 12-gram CO2 cartridges, delivered speeds of 430 FPS. Cartridges aren't included, so you have to make sure you get those. When you get this, get the cartridges. In most of these replicas, they do not have the cartridges or the BBs included, so make sure you get that. Some of them, the pictures will actually show the cartridges and the BBs, but you'll get your air rifle or your air pistol or your air shotgun, and you'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to try. I'm ready to practice. I'm ready to get out and learn how to use this. And it does nothing because you don't have the the stuff to go along with it. So make sure you get that. And it shows down here, all of the ones in my stream, it shows what people buy together. So both the BBs and the CO2 cartridges. It has the adjustable stock, which I love. 6 adjustable positions that make the rifle easy to handle and easy to shoulder. Awesome, especially if you're somebody like me and you had surgery in the past. 25 round dropout magazine Now it is compatible with the traditional 4.5 millimeter steel BBs. Again, not included. You can remove the pop sight and you can adjust the rear sight. That's awesome because that's not easy to do. You have to actually either go to manufacturer, go to a gunsmith, or go somebody else on the real thing. So you can do that on here, and again, to practice, to see if it would be something that it was even remotely easy for you to handle and how to be handled like that. Ideal for target practice. This can prepare you and get you ready just to practice and learn how to handle something like this. Because again, it's the real feel. It's almost like the real thing, but it's a replica. It is not the real thing. It is not going to do what the real thing does, but it gives you a feel ideal for target practice because it's realistic. It also has the blowback action, which nice. It gives that real, I'm just loving this. Gives that real feel. It's got the blowback action and functions. Great for skill development. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say it? See, they read my mind, didn't I? Didn't they? Read my mind. Real feel for great skill development, training, and fun. You'd have fun with it. Train. Thumb selector safety, which is awesome. It's also always good to have a safety. Most shotguns, not most, a lot of them don't have safeties. A lot of hand pistols don't have safety. So you want to be aware of all of that when you're doing this. And something like this, with it putting out 14,000 rounds per minute, you want to make sure you're keeping this away from children. If you do have it around your children, make sure you are with them every moment that you're teaching them how to use, because a catastrophe could happen. Treat this as you would treat the real thing as far as safety is concerned. So something like this, again, you can practice with it, prepare yourself, feeling like the real thing. Awesome thing to have. Scrolling over these items, I'm looking over this. Very nice. Very, very nice. Again, as being a senior citizen, we need to know all the options out here, because you have to have something to be protected. And helping with these things, all the things right here, all the air rifles and the air shotguns I have in here, so that you can get out there and see if that's the one, if you really want something like the real thing. Because a lot of senior citizens are getting out, they get that age and they're like, I gotta have a rifle, I gotta have a pistol, I gotta have a shotgun. Never ever touched one in their life. They've only seen it on James Bond movies and have no idea. If you're that person, then this stream is definitely for you. The next one we're going to look at is the Glock. More and more senior citizens are getting pistols and not knowing what you're getting. The Glock is a real reputable brand. This one is the did I click on it? Let me click on it right here. This one is the Glock 19 Generation 3.177 caliber BB gun air pistol. It is the best seller in pistols. I could tell you a million reasons why this is the number one bestseller. 1, because it's really respected among law enforcement. 2, security guards all over the world use it. 3, it can drop from a plane 100,000 miles. Well, I'm exaggerating a little bit. Well, maybe 100,000 miles, lots of miles up. They've tested it, dropping it, tested it in water. It has just stood the test of time in so many different areas. And this is just awesome. The trigger pull on it's really smooth. You have that semi-double action where you just pull it, touch it a little bit, and just pull it back, and you can shoot off round after round after round real easy and nicely. With this particular weapon, it's just solid. I like it. Easy to handle. The 19 is really handled. I prefer actually the 19 over the 40. I'm very skilled in both of them, but the 19 I think is really good, especially for new people. So this is the replica, and they have permission. They have this one has the official license Glock markings. So it looks like the real deal. I mean, just all through and through. If you put yours up to, well, if you have one, put it up to this. I put mine up to this, and I look at it, it's like, wow, this, you can't tell them apart. It shoots the .177 caliber steel BBs at up to 410 FPS. It has the integrated weaver rail for easy mounting of accessories. Love that. Fixed lock style sights, and as I mentioned, the officially licensed lock marking. It's powered. This one is powered by the 12 gram CO2 cartridge. The cartridge is not included. Again, most of these that you see in the stream do not have the cartridge with them. So if you're thinking about getting a pistol, this would be a good one to start with and to learn, to get used to. Go out there, practice with it, do some target practice, talk to some other people, maybe get involved in a group and learn from the group. Look at lots of videos. Be careful of which videos you're looking at and take it apart. As you can see, it's a replica. It can come apart. Take it apart, get to know it, familiarize yourself with it to see if maybe you want this. Because when it comes to cleaning it, and it does need to be cleaned, all real weapons need to be cleaned, even if it's not used, but you should be using it because you should be practicing with it. Then you want to take it apart, know it inside and out thoroughly. This is a good one to be able to practice with. Get some targets, get this, go out, see if you want to actually get the real thing. Before you get the real thing, get something like this. As they're getting older, senior citizens, again, rambunctious, you want to get out there and you just want to get moving, and you're like, the world is going crazy now. I've heard some senior citizens saying that the world's going crazy, it's all nuts. And I'm seeing more people I know personally, as well as groups I'm a part of, groups I'm a part of, and other friends are just, yeah, I got my gun. And the first thing I ask is, have you taken it apart? Have you gone to target practice with it? And invariably, the answer is usually no. And then, of course, they hear my spiel. You got to go. You got to practice with it. So this is something that's awesome. It's not the real thing. A replica. You can try it, use it, feel it. You see, it's got those. Oh, I love the Glock 19. You have the hand. You see where where you hold your hand is. You have that barrel, that nice action. The easy, again, I mentioned the trigger pull on it is lovely. So try that. That's the Glock 19 Generation 3 caliber BB gun, air pistol. Beautiful to start with, to try to see if you want to get the real thing. You may get this and love it so much, you change your mind completely about having a lethal weapon and go to non-lethal. Practice when you get this. Go out to the gun range or get some classes. Again, get involved in a gun group and go out and just maneuver with it. Get in and out of the car with it. Do all kinds of things with it to simulate a real situation. If you're at home when you get this particular one, when you're at home, lay down in your bed with it. Again, even these need to be unloaded. Even replicas should be totally unloaded and made safe before just sitting in your house practicing with it, because you don't even want to shoot a BB in your foot or in your toe or in your eye or anything, accidents to happen. Or children, get in your bed. See if you can get up in the middle of the night, how quickly you can get it, grab it. You may learn, wait a minute, this is not for me at all. The same thing with the shotgun replica that we looked at and the rifle replica that we looked at. You may feel like, whoa, this is not what I thought at all. And change your mind 100%. If you're not drinking your water today, please make sure you drink your water. Stay hydrated. Water does a body good. Make sure you drink your water. If you have any questions or any comments, or you have or any expertise in this area that you would like to share, any experiences that you've had that you think would be beneficial to myself or to anyone listening to the stream, please feel free to share anything you have to share. I'm all ears and open. You may have some expertise and you can share it with all the world out here just wanting to know about how these things work. And if you've had a benefit, if you're a senior citizen and you just got a gun, let me know in the chat what you got and how you like it. If you practiced with it, if it was everything that you felt like it was, or if it was like, oh my gosh, what did I get into? Maybe you got it and then you realize, oh, I have grandchildren. I don't have a lockbox. I didn't get a gun lock. I didn't think about those things. That's why you're here with the security lady, to learn some of these things and to help to be reminded. So with this lot, again, the number one bestseller in air pistols. If you are just joining the stream and you're here on Amazon and you're new to Amazon, there's something we call a carousel. Right below me is the products that you see. The product that I'm speaking about at any particular time will have a red box around it. And either the products are down here or they're up on the side, depending on what browser you're using, what computer you're using. If you are watching this from YouTube, from Facebook, or from someplace else that I'm streaming to, then you won't see the carousel. There's no products from what you see. You have to come on over now to the securitylady.live on Amazon, the securitylady.live, and I'll just pop right up right there on Amazon, and you'll see all these amazing products that Amazon has to offer for senior citizens and everyone else as well. But right now, we're talking about senior citizens and being safe. And what should you get? Should senior citizens really have guns? That's the question a lot of people ask. My response to that is it depends on the senior citizen, where you are mentally, how you handle lethal weapons, how you handle non-lethal weapons, and where you are physically. All these things come into play with answering that question. The next item that we're going to look at in the carousel is the Schulin titanium alloy. Let me put up here. I want to make sure I don't miss anything up here. Okay, this is the Schulin titanium alloy black exercise tool. Now, why do you think they call it an exercise tool? There must be some type of rules and regulations or all kinds of things around this to call it an exercise tool. Maybe to exercise your arms. Because, oh my gosh, I didn't put this back in so I can show you exactly how it uses. Okay, I need to run it because you can't close this. I opened it on an earlier stream. You can't close this just by closing it. It's designed so that you can't do that. Because this that you're looking at on the stream, it says Schulin titanium black exercise tool. There are lots of these that are, sometimes they're called steel batons, sometimes they're called expandable batons. You can actually put in the search bar, in the Amazon search bar, put in an expandable baton or steel baton, and you'll see one of these. So I will be right back because I think it's important for you, if you're a senior citizen and you're watching this, I think it's real important for you to know how this works and if it's important to you. I had recently sold one to a couple of people, and one in particular, I was like, they don't need this. You can't use it. I'm trying to tell you, it's not going to work for you. But they wanted it because they saw it on YouTube and said, it's great. I can use this when I'm walking. If a dog tries to get me, all kinds of amazing things. The purpose for having it, yes, 100% on point. Did this particular person need it? Not at all. I'm going to be right back. It's going to take me less than 30 seconds. So you will see exactly how this works. Okay, I'm back. Now, the way this works is this comes out. This is designed to come out. So when you, like that, it just comes out that fast, that quick, that easy. But it has to be, you have to have the arm strength. If you had shoulder surgery, or if you have issues with your shoulder, if you use your right arm, you have issues with your shoulder, your right shoulder, or you have issues with your left shoulder, it may tear your arm complete, your ligament or your bones completely out of socket and cause some serious damage in your body if you can't flip it out, because it does take a bit of strength, but it's also not just the strength, it's the motion. So if you can't turn your arm or this is not good for you. Don't get it. Not only that, if your fingers aren't very good in holding things, you'll go to flip that out and you'll get a lawsuit because you flipped it and it flew out of your hands and hit somebody in the eye or hit somebody in the head, did something else. You're trying to hit that dog and you hit somebody's car because it flew out of your hands. So this is this type of thing. It may be for you, it may not. Like I mentioned when in my thumbnail, if you saw the questions that the senior citizen in the picture of the thumbnail was asking, rifle, shotgun, baton, steel baton, gun, pistol, alarm, what should I get? This is a great demonstration on how maybe it's for you, maybe it is not. You know your body and what you can use. So that is a steel baton here called a Schulin titanium alloy black exercise. And again, as you notice, I had to leave because this does not close on its own. It's designed to not close on its own. That's a safety feature as well. Do not, if you decide to get this, if you decide, you have the strength and you have the movement, you can use this, do not, under any circumstances, think, well, no, it's easy enough. It comes out easy enough. I can use it very well. And, I'm not going to listen to that security lady. I'm going to shut this on my kitchen floor. And you shut it on your kitchen floor, I'm telling you, you'll break a hole in your floor. This breaks tile. It breaks just about anything. It makes marks in concrete. Every time I hit it, and I do a lot of demonstrations with this on the concrete, I can see it hurting some of the concrete. But if you look here, look at this. Other than looking like some of the concrete is stuck to it, it's just amazing. Look at that. So it's a good tool that you can use in so many ways for a senior citizen if you have the strength to be able to maneuver it, because it's all part, even though it's one smooth motion and bring it out, it takes some shoulder energy. It takes some elbow energy. It takes some wrist energy. So all of that is energy. Make sure that you can use that and you have the physical ability to do that without hurting yourself, because we want you to keep safe. We don't want you to incapacitate yourself in doing this. Now, the next item in the Terracell. What's a Terracell? I make up so many words here on Amazon Live. Let's see. We're going to go right here. This is the tile. Slimmest voice activated recorder for senior citizens. That should have been one of the questions that was asked. It was not one of the questions that was asked. It is the slimmest voice activated recorder with 145 hours recording capacity. Why is this important for a senior citizen? Because you may have heard voices. The voices that you hear that everybody's like, oh my gosh, grandma's hearing voices again. Some of those voices, grandma is really hearing. She can just never catch them. She can't see the people that are behind the voices, and she's confused because she's not sure where the voices are coming from. Maybe it's her neighbors. Maybe it's somebody that really genuinely is creeping around her house, wondering if she's home or not, and she just can't seem to catch them, okay? Tile recording, this tile record, you can use that. Your grandmother, your grandfather, your senior citizen best friend, or you can put this in an area that you've been hearing things, or you're not sure if something's coming around there, and capture voices that can now be confirmed they were actually real voices and people around your house, like maybe in the middle of the night. Because sometimes you may be dreaming, sometimes it may be actual voices that you're hearing. Has 24 or 145 hours recording capacity, so you can set that right next to your window where you think you're hearing the movement or hearing your voices. I had someone that was coming through my home area, and I was able to capture them, not on this particular device, but on my camera, because my audio on my cameras are amazing. And this one is 20% off today, plus an extra 10% when you apply this coupon. It is a USB 2.0 Type A. So it is a rechargeable, love that, unique and practical design. It's the thinnest voice activated recorder, just to make sure that it fits anywhere and anything. So easy. I could put it like under something. I could put it in between something and nobody would ever even know that it's there. And it has a voice activation sensor, so it can only come in. You can have it so that it only comes on during the voice, when the voice is actually going. So it's not just running all night long. You know when it's running, and then when you look at it, it'll only show the activation part where the voices were actually detected. It's easy to use with only one button, weighs just a tiny bit more, 0.02, more than half an ounce. And you have technical support. 30 minutes to several hours maximum. That technical support is going to be there just for you with an amazing lifetime support. It says, please read the manual before use. So make sure you read that manual. Also comes with a case, which I love, the aluminum alloy case. They want to guarantee that the device will work in any situation. Awesome, awesome. And no extra software needed to play back your audio. What? Say what? No extra software needed to play back the audio files on this one. Quality MP3 recording. Nice. Only 2 hours to a full recharge. So if it ever needs to be recharged, only 2 hours. This is an awesome device for you to use as a senior citizen to help. So what device should you use? Again, I have lots of options in here to help make an educated decision that is very not only economical, but it's very brings a lot of efficiency in your health and wellness journey, your personal your personal protection journey. The next one we're gonna look at a call system. It's good for people to know where you are and what's going on. This can be a personal protection device for you as well. It's not advertised as a personal protection device, but it can be an alternative to other things. It's the Home Guardian Caregiver Call Button System by Medical Alert. Necklace call button, 24/7 monitoring, including complete cellular coverage. You can't beat that. Because if you're out there walking and you get attacked, guess what? You have that emergency call button right there that has 24/7 monitoring that you can get in touch with somebody at any given time. 1,300 feet of protection. You can also speak directly with the 24-hour monitoring system. Wear it your way. No need about getting your medical alert bracelet for men and women or your medical alert necklace. You can feel confident knowing that this waterproof call button will ensure continuous work and activity. So if you're in your home, if you're showering, if you're in your bed, if you feel that intruder coming in your room in the middle of the night, if you feel somebody creeping around your window and you know that you're just not feeling safe, you're feeling scared as a little bunny rabbit behind a box of weeds that the lawnmower is going to chop all down. You can have something like this. You can press that call button and know that you have monitoring there, that you have full coverage inside your home. So this is for inside home use for this call button. Sometimes it's the small things that we don't think about that can provide a massive amount of protection and also can help keep us safe as senior citizens. This is right here. Going to this. This is the Satotech touch activated wireless doorbell with 100% waterproof button and one plug-in receiver operating over 500 feet range with over 50 chimes, no battery included. You can save 14% on this one today. Because it's touch activated and it's got the receiver, easy to install. You can make it go off whenever you want to make it go off. You can hear things. If people press it, you know certain chimes for certain area, what's going on. A doorbell can provide a lot of security, a lot of personal security as far as feeling better, knowing that you have that. Because when people are not, it's just a different thing than having a doorbell. Not only that, you can hear the doorbell just about anywhere. Knocking, you can't always hear knocking. But this one, you can put it in different rooms. So no matter what, you're going to hear the doorbell ringing. Remember, always keep in mind that a lot of people are just looking for senior citizens that are not home or that are extra vulnerable. And they will knock on the doors and see if anybody comes. They'll ring the doorbell just to see if anybody comes. This way you can hear it no matter where you are in the house with you at all times. And again, it's 14% off today. Doorbells, noise, any type of noise can bring about, just make a huge difference. And you can get extra receivers and extra buttons to make the doorbell ring yourself. Isn't that new technology? Put the receiver in a place, maybe next to the door that the person will be at, and make the doorbell go off. That will surprise them. It's almost like one of those barking dog alarms. I have one of those as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome alarm. Now this one, we're going to take a look at this one right here. That's 12,200 and 12,200 reviews or ratings, 12,218 ratings, and it has a nice 4.6 out of 5. The Sadotech wireless doorbell, the model CXR, 1 button, cordless waterproof transmission with 2 receivers. Again, I'm big on things like this because it can be used as a personal protection device along with your home security system if you have one. If you don't have one, you can take it and you can press it in a different part. The area that you know somebody may be creeping around your windows, or just being in an area that you're just not comfortable, it's just a little too close to your home for comfort in the area of your windows or your front door. Happens all the time. I had some people that would do that, hang out around my tree, and I changed some things on my security system, and they decided they didn't want to hang around under my tree anymore. And some other things as well, crime prevention through environmental design, which I'll talk about in another stream. So this Sadotech wireless doorbell, I'm going to show you just a little bit about this. This one is in black. This is a sponsored product. This was given to me to try and to promote. So know that. And I do promote it. I love it. I think it's a phenomenal product. This one right here, it comes in this box. It comes in different colors, red, blue. You can get it in different colors, but this one is the black one by Sadotech. It's got the 1 transmitter right here. And then it's got 2 receivers. Again, senior citizens, listen closely. This is definitely for you. And for all of you who have senior citizens in your life, listen up here. This is very, very important. Security lady tip number 1 for the day. Something as elegant and wonderful and beautiful as these are can be used to possibly save a life, prevent a break-in, a burglary, a robbery, because you can use this, you can put it by a door, connect it to either a regular plug-in, it plugs in anywhere. So if you have plug-ins in your wall, plugs in anywhere. If you have a window that you know that somebody may be creeping by, because you have this remote right here, and you can get extra remotes with your system. You plug it into the plug. Let me take that out. Plug it. Oh, why do I have that plug? I finished using that for the day. I don't use that plug in. There you go right there. We're going to take you. We'll put you over there as well. Okay, now plugging this in right here. Real easy. I think you can see it. Yeah, you can see that. Plug that in right there. Simple, easy, plugs in just like that. Let me turn this off. Okay, so if you plug it, have your senior citizen plug that in an area that's close to either the door or plug it into a window somewhere that people may be creeping out. But at any time during the day or night, you can have this transmitter right next to you or next to them and press it. And it's like, wait a minute, somebody heard some noise. That throws people off just a little bit. It makes them, sometimes it kind of creeps them out. So it keeps them out of that particular area. It also has on the side, it has the volume where it can go up very loud. Low, loud, the different chime. That will throw somebody else sometimes. They'll be, oh, wow, the person's awake, or what's going on? Just something that keep in mind that can be done with 52 different types of rings. And we're going to take that out. But that shows you a little bit about this and how it can be used to help somebody keep their home safe. Just so different things, small things to do around the home. Love this product. 52 times, 4 volume settings. As you saw, that is something that can be used and help keep your loved ones safe. Oh, this Hootie. The Hootie is wonderful. Now we can use, there are so many different alarms. Any alarm for a senior citizen is better than no alarm, because senior citizens are more prone to fall, to break a bone, to break a hip, to be caught in the house and not be able to get up. And you definitely would not want your loved one to be sitting on the floor or laying on the floor in dire pain for hours and hours, and sometimes days before help arrives. This Hootie alarm is really, really good because somebody is going to hear it. Not only that, the Hootie alarm can serve several different functions. It can serve for a personal alarm if you are in need of help, if your loved one, senior citizen, easy to use, and they are walking. Like, I know several dear senior citizens that are just dear to my heart that walk every single day. And sometimes they're determined to get their walks on. And sometimes they are in areas that are so secluded and, in my mind, so not safe. But then again, you know, what is really safe these days when it comes to walking in parks? You have to just be careful and be prepared. So the Hootie alarm right here is something that I think is just wonderful. It is so loud. I mean, so crazy, crazy, crazy loud. The Hootie alarm for women, for men, for kids protection. It's something that is in your hand that you can hold. You can also put it on your key ring, have it anywhere with you. You can have it on a lanyard if you're walking. Now, granted, this alarm, if it needs to be used and it's around your neck and you can't easily get it off, it can do some serious, serious damage to your eardrums if it goes too long, because it is 130 decibels, 130 decibels, which is significantly loud to have right there in your ears, especially for an extended amount of time. So this one is as loud as an airplane. It has screech and strobe light when you're in danger, an emergency situation, to deter your attackers and to alert help fast. No matter where you are, you're going to alert somebody. Someone's going to hear that alarm and they are going to either call the police, they're going to come themselves, they're going to come running. Something is going to happen because of hearing that alarm. It's convenient. It's a safe alternative to a knife. It's a rate whistle, can be a rate whistle, which is totally, totally awesome. College students, we're going away to college. Awesome gift to put in the bag as a giving away gift for that type of situation. Long lasting, you can kept in your pocket. And because there are no actual buttons on it, you're not going to have the accident of accidentally setting this alarm off. Long lasting replaceable battery for an entire year that this battery can last. It has durable, impact resistant material. So if it drops, if you accidentally hit it against something, the weather on it, weathering is going to last through all of that. You can move with confidence. It's designed to make creeps wish they had never messed with you. If you're too busy to look over your shoulder with your hoodie on your side, they said that you can keep moving forward with confidence. And that's what we're talking about, moving forward with confidence. Wilderness and emergency medical type of situations, discreetly blends in with any style of clothing. Distinctly, they have to come in white and black. Real easy. I love one of the videos on there. I think it has a video. Does this one have the video? Okay, no, this one doesn't. High intensity strobe light. So if the strobe light needs to happen, you have strobe light. It can be seen day or night because of the intensity of it. Clips anywhere to your purse, your backpack, you name it. Self-defense has never been so strong in something so small. Again, military grade durability, made from ultra durable plastic, water resistant, and again, as mentioned before, just in all kinds of weather. The colors, oh gosh, we have wonderful black, you have white, you have lavender, oh, mint color, navy, mint, lavender, black, red, white. So you have all colors of the spectrum to go along. Again, great gift for a college student to go away for college. But we're talking about senior citizen. This is a great gift, especially at this price. You can give that to someone you love to make sure they have this and is protected in several varieties, even inside the home. If you have a flashlight that going off in the neighbors, in the senior citizen villages and senior citizen retirement homes, you have something like this going off, it's going to be crazy and it's going to draw some attention because these things do happen. Maybe you have someone in a nursing home and maybe something's going on in the nursing home. You can call with this particular button on the drop of an instant. People feel afraid. Don't be afraid. Do not. Security lady, tip number 1 for this live stream. Do not be afraid to protect yourself. I know a senior citizen who's like, she told me once when it had to do with her personal protection, and I said, you need to do this. Oh, well, what are they going to think? What are my neighbors going to think? What? No, baby, it's not about what your neighbor's going to think. It's about what your family is going to think if you have a personal protection product in your hand and you don't use it because you're afraid of what your neighbors will think. And senior citizens can get like that sometimes, just loving and caring and care about what all the world thinks. No, it's about personal protection and safety. So this Hootie personal protection keychain alarm for women and for senior citizens, I'm just shocked. They did not specifically say senior citizens. They need to add that into this live stream. So if you guys know any of the Hootie salespeople or any of the Hootie Amazon seller owners, please tell them, give them the message that the security lady said they need to specifically put in here for senior citizens specifically as well. The safe sound alarm. Safe sound alarm is exactly what it says. It can help to keep you safe. It's 130 decibel, portable and rechargeable. Has the LED flashlight protection device for women and for girls and for kids. So this is perfect because it works for everybody. Again, it clips on, so you can clip on the belt loop, put on this little belt loop right here. And so many kids have jeans. They wear jeans, so they have belt loops. You can hook it right there to know that your baby, your child, your young one is protected and they have an alarm. 2 ways that you can actually activate it. You can pull the contact pin out, which I love that, or you can press the switch 2 times quickly to activate an alarm. So for the senior citizen, because remember, with senior citizens, sometimes the mind just isn't what it used to be, and they forget. So with the senior citizen, when you have a pull-out pin type of alarm, they look just like this. I'm going to put this really close up here. See right here is what they look like, that little pin. It's actually a pull-out pin. Yeah, let me see. I want to make sure you can see that. Yeah, it's got all this fuzzy around it. Pull-out pin, and you pull it out. I need to charge this battery, but it's kind of, you can kind of hear. Let me see. When you pull it out, ouch. Okay, it's loud. It's like real loud. You still hear ringing after you do that, but you have an idea. So pull-out pin, that's what this one is, and it is a large 130 decibels. And I don't think this one is 130. I think this one is maybe. I had several different ones. I had one in 80. I had one in like 95, on 120 and 130. So I think this one is 95, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. To give you an idea of pull-out pin. So for a senior citizen, you may not want to tell them to press the button 2 times because they will forget. By the time they need to use it, chances are they'll forget and they'll be so frustrated. Like, oh, I'm supposed to push a button. Oh my gosh, where is the button? Oh no, I don't know where the button is. By that time, the person has tried to hurt them or attack them or rape them or just horrible things, things even worse. Just simple. Tell them just pull out that pin. If you need to make a bigger thing, add a chain on this. Go to Joann Fabric, your nearest craft store, and just pick up some of this and just add more on it. Tell them you keep it and say, mommy, grandma, auntie, whoever the senior citizen is that you're working with, best friend, my bestie, BFF is BFF or something like that. Then they can use that. Just pull that pin and that baby is good to go and will help them to be protected. Senior citizen safety. What do we use? There's a variety of what we use, depending on who you are, who the senior citizen is, what their mentality is, and where they are at their personal protection journey. We have knives. We have knives that both have automatic as well as assisted, spring loaded, assisted. I like carrying assisted personally because I just like being in total control. I don't want anything like snapping out. Although I do have some other things that, automatic things that you would just be amazed at. I mean, don't be surprised if I don't have a microphone that automatically throws out a knife out of it. Because I'm the security lady. Okay, for those of you who are just joining the stream, we're talking about senior citizens keeping safe. What do I use as a senior citizen? What is available for me? And are certain things best? Maybe I want this, but it is not good for me, and nor would I be able to handle it. We mentioned earlier about the shotguns and getting out and using some of the air shotguns, the air rifles and the air pistols, because maybe you did not know that you don't just pick up a shotgun and just start shooting it. That, there's kind of a method to, you kind of put it in the socket of your arm, and if you're more advanced and you know how to pick it up with one hand and you got that kind of strength, but most of us don't have that kind of training or strength, should I say. So these are things to keep yourself safe. If you're just joining, you've never joined my stream before, don't forget to follow. If you hover over the screen, you can follow me, hit that follow button and follow me and know when I'm coming on next live. I'm the security lady. I help people gain confidence by empowering them through the use and knowledge of the latest technology as it relates to personal protection, home business security, and total life wellness. Today, we're talking about senior citizens and senior citizens keeping safe. The next product that we're going to look at in the carousel, I love this product. Every senior citizen has to have this product. Every single one. If you know a senior citizen, this one product has to be in their personal protection toolbox right here. Sabre also has one. This one is the Pledgium Smart Mini Pepper Spray Alert Contacts with free location, text, and phone calls, 4-year battery life. Thing's amazing because what this does is it can alert your contacts if something's happening. As soon as you deploy this spray, amazing, wonderful senior citizen, as soon as you deploy this spray, it alerts immediately your contacts. Can also alert everyone that you have in this contact. Has a maximum strength, more than a 10-foot range. Now, the flip side of this is if you have never used a pepper spray, if you're not used to using it, if you don't know, if you can have the mental capacity to know in a critical situation that you need to pay attention to the way the wind is blowing or something to that effect, you need to not get this. So yes, I said that every senior citizen should have this. If you're going to carry it outside, you need to also make sure that you will be able to have the mental ability to be able to distinguish if you got a big wind that's coming your direction and not to spray this away, because it can go to 10 foot. And if you spray it like that 10 feet away, and the spray at that big gust of wind will come right back on you, and it will just not be a good day at all. So this is just really, really wonderful. I love this one. They guarantee you a new unit for free if you need to use this in a life-threatening situation. So this is the Pledgium. And Hamoja says, Gabrielli ergonomic mesh office chair, how's the back and head support? Now, I haven't used that particular chair. I haven't used the Gabrielli. I haven't used that one personally. I use this one right here, which is the Noblewell. It's the one I have in the stream, and I'm glad you brought that up. Let me highlight that real quick. There's a reason you're probably wondering, what in the world does that chair have to do with senior citizen safety and protection, and what products should they use? What in the world is the security lady thinking? Because all products that I put in my stream have something to do with the stream itself. This one is a perfect example. This is the Noblewell ergonomic chair. Again, I wish I could say about the other one. I'm not familiar with that one very well, although I will take a look at that. The Noblewell ergonomic chair, what I love about this is a sponsored item. I have been paid to promote this item. I love it. It feels fantastic. And the reason I have it in the stream is because senior citizens, we need to take breaks and we need to make sure that our body is feeling good. When you use weapons of any sort, and when you're practicing with weapons and self-defense items, one, you need to read up on it. So for example, I have this bash light right here that's not in the stream, but I'll take this out because I want you to hear clearly exactly what I'm saying when I say you need to read up on things. Don't just take the security lady word. I mean, I'm pretty knowledgeable on the things for the most part. Not an expert in certain things. Like I would not be able to break down the AR-15 air pistol or air rifle and break down every little component and tell you the history. I would not be able to do that. I can tell you basic things about it and safety. And that's with everything I put in my streams. So you take out the instructions. So take my word for things, but also do your own due diligence and read the instructions of any project that you get back and you sit back and you want to read, but you're like, you want to read this? I have it straight up because it fits my back perfectly. It gives me the posture that I like and want to keep because I'm live streaming almost all day long. It has on the side of it, it has a lever right down here. I can push that lever up and I can push it all the way back. And I push it down and it stays back so I can sit back and relax. Okay, the bash light. How do I use this? Oh, I need to touch an attacker with the metal contact probes by pressing the activation button. So I'm relaxed sitting back there reading this and seeing because you need to know what you're doing, especially senior citizens. Not just taking the word, but reading. And if you have senior citizens in your life, make sure they read. So you can put it at whatever comfortability area you like, whatever's comfortable for you, and you can lock it into place. It also has the arm. You can pull the arms up. It has the buttons that you can pull it up as far as you need it. If you need to get that rest up, maybe you need to do something else to make your back feel good. Because remember, you're going to be using things and you're going to be being prepared. You're going to be being prepared to handle these personal protection devices and any weapons that you use in the future. If you use some of those, you decide that that's the route you want to get. The arms make a difference in these. And then you have the other one that brings the chair all the way up so you can sit really high. You have long legs, perfect for your long legs. And I'm big on exercising. Senior citizens, come on, guys. You know, we need to keep up with keeping up. The exercises, look at this chair. Now, this isn't what it's designed for. It's designed for comfort in an office working. But your feet are off the ground if you're a short person, and you can do leg lifts. Get those legs ready to move. So when you got to get down and crouch and move with your air pistols and your air rifles and your air shotguns, or getting ready for your spraying people with your mace if you need to do that, all those things are really, really good to know. So this is super, super, super comfortable. Oddly enough, your live stream is good. That is odd. Hamoja, thank you for telling me that. That is odd. I'm not sure why it's linked to that. That's interesting. So yes, this is the number. But I am going to check that chair out anyway. I want to check it out because I want to know what it is, how it functions, how it stands up to the Noble Well. You know, there are so many amazing products out here. And so I appreciate the fact that you are telling me about that because I want to know. I want to know everything. I can't know everything about everything all the time, but I try to know everything about anything that I promote or put out here and anything that's related to it because it's about learning. So this has all the lumbar support. And in Patrice J started following. In Patrice J, thank you so much for the follow. Kisses, hugs. Much love to you for following the security lady today. I really appreciate it. If you have anything that you want to add or contribute to the stream, please feel free to contribute from your expertise if you are one of the experts that's out here in this field. And I will be glad to hear and glean from some of the things that you may know. And the last thing I want to share, I know, Hamoja, I know you're looking at the other chair, but I got to finish talking about this one, and then I'm gonna get back to the other products. The lumbar support, I love this chair right here with the lumbar support because it is movable. This thing that is so pretty right here, this metal thing that is so pretty, it's not metal. I keep saying metal. It's plastic, and it's so pretty. I just love the way this thing looks. It just snaps off though. It's plastic and hollow. It has the bolts right here, the bolts, the nuts, no, I was right, the bolts. It has the bolts, they have the Allen wrench, and everything you need to install this chair comes with the chair. You need absolutely nothing else except what comes with the chair. And you put it in here to bring the lumbar support up or down, depending on where you need the support. Snaps right back into place. I love that. And then it has several other things that, the headrest is amazing. Goes up if you have a big head, or no, I didn't mean if you have a big head. Well, I mean, yeah, this part, if you have a big head, it fits perfectly in there. But if you have a longer neck or you're just taller, it goes up as you need or down as you need. Comfortable, breathable. The mesh is so breathable. I sweat a lot, and a lot of times when I'm sitting down, I will sweat on my back, especially because I get so excited when I'm dealing with my products that it's just amazing. So that's the chair of this one. And again, Hamoja, I'm going to check out that other chair and see how it compares to this one, because I do not have any issues promoting something that's an awesome product. So senior citizens, this chair is something that is awesome for you to get as you're on your personal protection journey, deciding what you need to get, looking at the products, but being comfortable in a chair to look at the security and personal protection products that you need and being able to get that support. Because I want you to be able to use, if you want a shotgun, I want you to be able to use it and to use it as long as you can and to feel comfortable using it, which means getting the shoulder support, the arm support, and the back support that you need all around, feeling great. The leg support, the circulation in your body that you need. So that is why this Noblewell ergonomic office high chair, high back mesh computer is in the stream today. You need something. When you're cleaning your weapons, you need to sit in a comfortable chair. Clean your weapons in comfort. Know what you're doing and be comfortable while you're cleaning your weapons. Okay, there are so many things. There's one other smart thing. There's so many products I want to cover that I don't have time to cover. I have to get off this stream because my dear, amazing senior citizen mother, who I'm constantly helping with personal protection, is awaiting me, and I'm running late. This has been an amazing stream. I will finish the stream up maybe tomorrow and come back to some of these other products for senior citizens, for personal protection, knowing what to get, because I want you. I dearly, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, want all you senior citizens to be personally protected. And I want you to get the product that is best for you and that's going to work for you, not that's going to work against you. And these products are some of the best if used in the proper way. For all of you who have senior citizens in your family, please, I know you love them dearly and you want them safe, but safety is one of the last things we think about when it comes to senior citizens. One of the last things we think about is putting a personal protection device in their hands. And we need to think more about that because our world has gone nuts in so many different ways. And there are people that are preying on our amazing senior citizens. And for you, amazing Amazon customers, I love you. Kisses, hugs, and lots of love to you on this super sensational Saturday. And I will see you in the next live stream. Be personally protected.